And on what's going on. This is Danette Moss, business systems and implementation strategist over at Let's Talk Strategies, home of the SaaS Factor, joining you yet again for another awesome segment of Empowering Women Together. I am extremely excited, as always, about the information that I get a chance to share out here with you all for this entire month of Women's History Month. And today, I'm going to speak to yet another post that I actually, a topic that I posted out on Instagram and all the other platforms earlier today. And I just wanted to kind of expand on it. And our topic is called Moms. That's right, because I'm one. Can do it all. Top tips for blending work and family like a pro. If you could see what I wrote down as I prepared everything, the word balancing was there. I put a strike through it because I believe that the balancing act is not real. It's all about blending because you can't balance. You're going to stop and start something, right? And I just want you to understand the importance of just this whole topic alone and how women in history have used what we're going to talk about today to continue to make history and how you can do the same. And it's truly essential, in my opinion, for you to remember that as a mompreneur, you have a unique set of challenges that you're faced with on a consistent day-to-day basis, and those things that you're challenged with, coupled along with you trying to run a successful business, taking care of your family, all of these different things can really truly have you all over the place. But by setting aside that dedicated time for your work each day, whether you're a business owner or you're working for someone, you still have to set aside some dedicated time. If you work for somebody, it's 9 to 5, 8 to whatever time you go in, you're dedicating time because you're on their clock, right? And set aside that time is going to be truly important for you. One, so that you can increase the productivity that I know you want to, increase. And of course, achieve those goals as a business owner that you really truly want to achieve more efficiently and effectively. So I want to share with you all the 5 tips that I shared earlier on all my different social platforms for making the most of your work time. The first one was defining your work hours. Even as a business owner who works as an entrepreneur for myself and no one else, I still set aside that time. So even if you don't see me out here early, trust me, I'm doing different things that are already on my calendar for me to do what I need to do. And I show up at a specific time daily so that I can do what I need to do. So defining your work hours, establishing a consistent schedule, and sticking to it is going to be extremely important so that you can plan your day, right? All around your normal work time and around your family time. That's going to be extremely important. As a mother of 5 and a grandmother of 5, I know firsthand about it. I remember the hiccups and running into the brick wall because I wasn't doing it. My focus was so much just on the business that a lot of things went to the wayside that shouldn't have gone to the wayside. So I encourage you to define your work hours, make sure that you put in your family time, include that all in it as well. And number 2 is eliminate those distractions. Turn off the notifications and remove all that unnecessary distractions so that you can stay focused on work. So, like today, I spent a lot of time on Clubhouse, but I mapped that in. I planned that all in. I've been hanging out in rooms that have really truly been beneficial for me, that can give me value and that I can give value. Clubhouse is a lead generator. So you got to make sure that you map things out accordingly, but eliminate distractions. So another way of eliminating distractions could be, putting on your do not disturb on your devices so you can get things done. Not answering that phone, putting things on mute. There's so many different things you need to think about when it comes to eliminating those distractions so that you can stay on point and stay focused so that you can get through your day in its most efficient way. Then number 3 is definitely going to be prioritizing your task. So when I think about prioritizing tasks, I also think about prioritizing my to-do list, right? Not just writing a to-do list. It needs to be a prioritized to-do list. So start each day by what? Identifying the most critical tasks to complete and work on. And work on those at the time that you're most productive in, right? I like to say identify those income generating tasks that you need to work on so that they can benefit you and help you get to that end goal in mind. As a business owner, you plan to make money. So you need to be working on those income generating ones. And then if you listen back to some of my other series that I had given these last 15 days, I even spoke to you about the delegating piece of it, right? And the fourth one is to take breaks, stand up at your desk, move your arms, walk, go for a walk, work out, do whatever it is you need to do. Rest and rejuvenation is truly an essential piece for you to maintain the focus that you need to focus. And so you can keep that creativity flowing. Use your breaks to clear your mind and recharge yourself. The fifth one is to set boundaries. You got to do them. Make sure you communicate clear expectations with your family and your friends, and delegate things like those household tasks or household chores, whatever you want to call them, whenever possible. This will help you create that better work life blend. I can't stand using that word balance. So you can avoid the burnout. And so I want you to remember that as a mompreneur, with those unique set of challenges, because you're going to have them: mompreneur, wifepreneur, single mom, woman that's in business with no kids. You're going to run up against some unique challenges, and you have to have the right mindset and the right strategies in place so that you can really push through and have the success that you need to do. And by implementing these tips that I share, which may seem very simple to most, but I promise you, a lot of y'all not doing it. I even have to watch myself. When you implement these tips, you can truly increase your productivity and take your business to the next level. So, now in honor of Women's History, I do want to kind of share some of the things that some of those successful women in history have done and what they did. Some have gone on in the past and some in the present, some of those similar strategies that they use to increase their productivity. People like Madam C.J. Walker, that the first female self-made millionaire in America, she set aside specific times, specific hours each day to work on her hair care business. And by dedicating that consistent time to her work, she was able to focus and grow that business and achieve the financial success that we all know she achieved. Another successful woman in history, Amelia Earhart, the first female aviator to fly solo across the what? The Atlantic Ocean. She minimized distractions. She had to. She was flying by staying focused on her goal and avoiding those unnecessary interruptions. So her tenacity and focus allowed her to break the barriers and achieve that incredible success, that incredible feat that she had to go through, or that she decided to go through to be able to achieve that goal to fly across that ocean, right? And then we all know about Oprah Winfrey. She's that media mogul and philanthropist. Y'all got to forgive me with my a hoarse voice here from this pollen. She's known, of course, for her efficient use of time. She prioritized her task and stayed organized. And she has been what? Building a media empire and making a positive impact on the world because she was able to use her time in its most efficient way. Then we have Ada Lovelace, a 19th century mathematician and a computer programmer. I tell you, we women are bad to the bone. She took breaks to walk and play the piano to clear her mind and to re-energize by creative, by being creative while kind of making that significant contribution to the field of computer programming. In order for her to do that part, pardon me, she had to take her mind and do something different. So, being a computer programmer, she shifted and she did different things like playing the piano to refresh her mind. That was her point of it was her happy space. Like my happy space and my fun spot is sharing strategies and doing my business. I mean, I go all in and I'm just in that fun spot when I'm doing that. When I'm doing other stuff, sometimes I'm just not really happy. Well, she played that piano to clear her mind so that when she got back to dealing with that math and dealing with the computer programming, she could allow her creativity to flow. And then last but not least, we had Ruth Handler, a co-founder of Mattel and a creator of what? Y'all know about that Barbie doll. It brought her she brought her work home, but she made sure that even though she brought it home, Handler prioritized her family, okay, and her personal life as well. She put that first. So she set clear boundaries, y'all, as we should, and she delegated that task when possible. She was even able to, she said balance, but I like to say blend her work and personal responsibilities while still achieving great success. I truly believe that by following the footsteps of these successful women in history, that mompreneurs can set aside dedicated time, okay, for each day and increase their productivity to achieve their own goals and successes. Listen, all we really need are some systems and some steps and some boundaries that we need to put in place and begin to implement using those things that I shared above and watch the success that I know you will have. And you'll have it without burning yourself out. I truly hope that this has been helpful for you. This is Danette, business systems and implementation strategist, aka the strategy lady over at Let's Talk Strategies.com if you'd like to learn more about me. And I'm always excited to share these tips for you on a day-to-day basis. Again, this is day 15 of empowering women together. And I hope you'll join me tomorrow for day 16 of another segment. Thanks again. And I'm looking forward to helping you get your SaaS on in your business. Take care now.